Welcome to this week's Under the Golden Dome. We took a little break last week because they didn't have much exciting news to report on, but I'm back to give you some great news. We are 1 week away from the next legislative funnel, that is March 18th, and a bill has to pass one committee in a chamber and then a committee in another chamber. So this is the time when we'll see a lot of things fall by the wayside. I will point out that if bills are in Ways and Means or Appropriations bills, that deadline doesn't apply. And that is the case with vouchers in both the House and the Senate. Those are considered appropriations bills, and so that's going to be an ongoing fight. So here are the three things that you need to know about this week. Number one, vouchers. The House held a subcommittee on the governor's education omnibus proposal, which included vouchers, and passed that out of subcommittee. But the chair of the committee did not put that on the agenda because they don't have sufficient votes in the House Appropriations Committee to move that forward. By our count, they had about 7 yes votes and they needed 13 for that to move out and be eligible for floor debate. So at this point, we're holding the line and we feel very confident that it's going to take an awful lot to change people's views in the House Republican caucus with respect to vouchers. Number two, IASB, along with our other partners in education stakeholders, were successful in having a bill removed from the House debate calendar that would have essentially allowed a out-of-state company to come in and offer a 3-month online course to allow anyone to become a teacher. Obviously, we have our own alternative pathway proposal, and even if we didn't, this one would have still been very concerning because it did not provide the necessary training, in classroom practical experience that we would anticipate, that we believe needs to occur to ensure a quality workforce. Number three, so what happens next? Well, at this point, both chambers are trying to figure out how to move a number of the governor's priorities. They still seem to be hung up. We talked about unemployment reform, vouchers, biofuels are the three major things that are left. And so they're continuing those negotiations. We'll probably see a lot more floor debate in both chambers next week to see what kind of other policy bills they want to move forward. And the REC met today. And so with those numbers coming out, I think you can anticipate to see the budget bills starting to move as well. So we'll give you a good wrap up next week after the final legislative deadline as to what's still alive, what we still need to make sure moves through the process. In the meantime, check out our website for updated information on bills on the move and our advocacy action of the week.